guys, it's Emma coming from the my little nook that I made. I'm only sitting here because of the great natural lighting, and yes, this is a big window and people can see me. So, things I do. Today I'm going to be doing the tattoo tag of 2018, and I haven't done one, but yes, I have a lot. And yes, I forgot my notebook. My friend Fujin commented earlier saying she wanted to see a tattoo tag, or it'd be interesting for what they are, where they are, what they mean, and I thought I would add in the pain scale. I don't know which order I got these in. I lost track, so excuse me. I do remember the first tattoo I got and the last tattoo that I got, but the in-betweeners, not really sure. First one a lot of people notice is the heart that I have on my hand. It's right on my right hand, and it's, you know, usually give your right hand out usually, and it's to remind me to give a helping hand. So I really love this heart. It has a really good meaning. This is probably a 2 out of the 10 pain scale. Number 2 is my Scorpio sign right here on my left hand. That's another pain scale of a 2. The only thing that did hurt is afterwards, after I got it tattooed, probably like the next 2 hours, it just really stung, and none of my tattoos have stung before, but this one really stung. I've always been like superstitious. Sorry, I'm looking down. I've always been really proud of my zodiac sign. Everything I've usually read about Scorpios really attains to me. So I really wanted, you know, my Scorpio sign. The next tattoo I'm going to talk about is this equal sign I have on my finger right here. It's on my left. I have a lot of, you know, LGBTQ community friends. See the way they've been affected, and I also have a lot of friends of other races, and they've been affected, and I've been affected. I'm Asian. So I just have this little equality sign to remind me, you know, everyone is equal. Everybody is the same within. It doesn't matter what's on the outside or who you love. The next one I will talk about is the one on my right wrist. It is 1/25/1929. It is my grandmother's birthday. She passed away in 2011, and I just really wanted her birthday on my wrist. I actually have a couple of tattoos that have to do with her and a lot of family members. The next one I will talk about is my little coffee cup right here. I got this one from my mom. She hates tattoos, and but every single morning she made coffee, and that's always what our house smelled like. So that is a childhood memory I have of her, and so I have a little coffee cup for her. What I'll talk about is this one on my forearm. It says, "Love never dies." Good saying, because love doesn't die even if someone is gone. So I really love the meaning behind this. Bird on my left forearm wrist area. A lot of people try to make fun of me for this. They say, oh, it's the Twitter bird, or why'd you get it? And I've always been like reluctant to say why. And when I was in middle school, beginning of high school, I had a rough time, and I had a rough time with self-esteem and loving myself, and I was going through a rough time with friends and bullying, and I did self-harm, and I was going through a depression phase, and, you know, I got this bird and memento of I'm free, I'm mentally free from, you know, what was bringing me down back then, and I love this, and it's personal to me, and, you know, I don't feel comfortable saying it out loud to people if, like, you know, they're just asking, just like, oh, like, I just like birds. But I want to be open on this channel and tell you why. This is my Chinese name, and this is my sister's Chinese name. Mine is Fu, and hers is Xuan. And that's just because I really am proud of my Chinese culture, and I really love my sister, and I didn't want to tattoo Jessie on my wrist. So I figured, you know, I got my name first, so then I got hers. I've been forgetting to do pain scales. All of them that I've named so far are either a 2 or a 3, except for my grandmother's birthday. This was a 5, especially going right in the middle of my wrist. That hurt. I have 3 dots right here. I don't know if you can see. I have 3 dots. I've been trying to work on living in the moment, not thinking too much, not overthinking every single situation. So these dots remind me of to do that. This is a flower. It's a rose. It was actually a cover-up. I used to have wording here that was forget regret, and that was because I was in the show Rent when I was in high school, and I played Mimi, and I didn't want a stereotypical quote from that musical, so I got Forget Regret. And the person who did it, it was fading, you couldn't read it, people are always saying, oh, what does that say? So I got it covered up, and my artist suggested a rose. I was like, I love roses, so the rose doesn't have any meaning, but the tattoo under it does. This one says be beautiful, with the U in parentheses. This is another like love yourself sort of tattoo that I have. One was probably a pain scale of 4, just because it is soft skin right here. Those tend to hurt the most. It's to remind me to love myself in all your glory, in all your natural form, and love you. Also, the 3 dots were a 1. It was literally just dot, dot, dot. The flower cover-up hurt probably a 6, just because it was a cover-up. You're going over scar tissue, and it's right on bone as well. I have a rose on my left rib cage. It's right here, and it says love yourself. That one's probably a 5, just because it was probably right in the front. It wasn't more towards the side of my ribs. And it's to remind me, like, love who you are, be confident. It's a self-esteem reminder. Life is beautiful, it's right here. And that was one of my first tattoos. And that was probably 6. Value your life always. I never tried to take my life during my self-harming stage, but I do know a couple of people that did. And your life is beautiful, and your life is valued, and that is what that is for. The family photo of, I don't know who is who, but I'm the little person in the middle, and then it's my mom and my grandmother. And it is an actual photo, and the tattoo artist traced it, and I love that. That is my newest one. That was a 6. It says, I choose happiness. And that was probably a 5. No one can make you happy. It's up to you. It's your choice. A little heart on my hip. Yeah, that one was just because I got it with a coffee cup. Cat and a dog, because I love my animals. They're my best friends. Those were probably a 3. It's hard. Harry Potter tattoo right there, because it was my childhood. I love Harry Potter. Let's see. I have the word nope on my left heel, and I just don't have time for judgment. I also have the word dance on my left foot. Dance one is probably a 5 on the pain scale, and the word nope was probably a 3. I also have a ladybug on my foot. I don't know if you can see it. The ladybug is so that I always have good luck on me. 5, 6, 7, 8. They're right here. They're in the middle of flowers, but they're there. I have a panda right here, and it was an airplane. It was for my uncle, and now I have a panda for my uncle because I got it covered up. So that one did not hurt a lot. It was probably a 6 just because it was scar tissue. I do have a flower on the back of my neck, which is a plum blossom. That was my nickname from my grandmother. That was probably a 4. And then I have a shell for my aunt on the back of my neck, which was probably a 4 as well. There's a shell and a flower. I have the Queen of Hearts. I don't know if you can see it. That was just some stupid matching tattoo I got with my friend Rachel. That one is my most painful tattoo. It's right on your skull. It hurt. I will never get it touched up, covered up, removed. Don't care. Too painful. Tiger on my thigh. It is half real tiger, half mandala. I just love the way mandalas look. I didn't want to get a full mandala though, so I got the idea of maybe half of my tiger's head will be a mandala design, half will be realistic. That's because I'm the year of the tiger. I love being the year of the tiger. And I did have a fortune cookie tattoo, just to be like a funny tattoo. I used to work at Starbucks. My friend Disa and I, we were just working, and she said, let's get a tattoo. And I said, are you serious? And she said, yeah. And then we both got out of work, and she said, okay, let's go. I said, where? And she said, we're getting a tattoo. Couldn't think of anything. He said, let me do a fortune cookie. I did it. Turned out horrible. Got it covered up with a rose. It's my only color tattoo, and it's right here. The fortune cookie did not hurt that much. It's probably 5. The rose hurt so much. I got color to cover it up. It was scar tissue. I got it not much long after. That didn't make sense. I didn't get it much longer. Okay, I don't know how to say the sentence. I didn't get it long after getting the fortune cookie. I did wait for it to heal before getting it covered up, but I didn't wait a long time, so that's why it probably hurt more. All the way up and all the way down. These are two different artists. These two right here are done by a guy named Bryant. Then the rest, these two down here and this one up here, were done by a guy named Buck. I have a smiley face on my knee. And so when I'm sitting down, I remember to smile. Flowers all mean different women in my life. So it's like a garden of my family, like a family garden. So I have a lotus for my sister, a sunflower for me, lilac for my mom, and these two, my aunt and my cousins. I do have this quote right here, which is, "You're mad bonkers off your head, but I'll tell you a secret. All of the best people are." That was probably a 7. That's from Alice in Wonderland. It's part of my childhood, and the quote is basically saying, stay weird, no matter what, because everybody is, and some people just hide it, or they, they let their weirdness go because they're afraid of judgment and they just want to grow up. Like, no, I'm going to stay weird as long as I can. If you have any other tattoo questions, or you have any other video ideas, whether it's relating to this, not relating to this, please comment them down below. Please like and subscribe. It would really help me out. And you can join the Emma family. And yeah, so later. Okay, bye.